Hello class, this is video journal number 2, and we will be discussing today ageism in the workplace. We'll be going over some statistics about what people feel about ageism, and the prevalence of it in our society and in the workplace in particular. I define the way I look at ageism. I look at it in that it takes place in 3 forms. Those 3 forms that ageism takes place in the workplace is when workers are fired, older workers are fired to make way for younger workers. The second way I look at it is also the belittling or talking down to older workers on the job. And the third way that I see ageism in our society, in the workplace, is the not hiring of someone based solely on their age. Some statistics that I found from the AARP website that I found that were interesting was that, first of all, 1 in 5 workers are 55 or older in this country. And of those workers, 64% of workers say that they have seen or experienced some type of age discrimination. So we're talking about a big majority. 58% of those believe that ageism began to happen in their 50s. And an incredible 92% of all respondents said that it was a somewhat common practice. So we're talking about something that's really widespread and a lot of people, and it's present in a lot of people's lives. And it's also rising. In 1997, the EEOC, which is the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, documented that there was 15,785 reports of ageism. 2013 saw that number climb to 21,396, so it's definitely on the rise. There's a couple of things that have happened that have kind of made ageism grow and make it more difficult to prove and to combat against. Back in 1967, there was a discrimination act that was passed, which said that that there could not be personnel decisions made based solely on age. Well, in 2009, according to the same AARP website, the Supreme Court passed a law or oversaw a case which made it much more difficult to prove. So the margin that you have to overcome to prove that you've been discriminated against is according to many people, is much more difficult than it once was. Off the Career Builders website, I found some of those most common myths that business owners have towards older people, and why they do some of the things they do is that one of them is that they feel like they'll leave, so there's no point in hiring them. A lot of them, they feel like, are overqualified, and as soon as they get a better job opportunity, they're going to be gone anyway. So why even bother hiring them? They also think that there's a perception that a lot of older people are not up to date on the latest technology. They don't know how to use it. They also feel like older people won't be happy with younger bosses. And another reason is that they also feel that older people are past their prime, so meaning that it's going to be more difficult to teach them. They're more set in their ways, and they're less pliable in the workplace. My personal thoughts on ageism in the workplace, I've got a kind of unique perspective on it because I work in the education field. And there is a lot of teachers it's I mean, it's sad to say that they're probably past their prime, or they probably shouldn't be teaching. They've been doing it a long time, and they probably do need to retire. And you see that all the time, and I hear administration talking about it, but that situation right there, I feel like there has to be a remedy to that, because I mean, you are dealing with our kids, and they deserve the best education possible. And a lot of times there'll be an older teacher who doesn't. It's not everyone. It's not a generalization. Most teachers are perfectly fine, doesn't matter how old they are. But I have come across that in the educational field. So I do believe that there's got to be something in place for evaluation with teachers. It doesn't have to be an age thing. It just has to be that they're teaching our kids in a manner that's producing results. Overall, though, I believe ageism is wrong. By and large, people have the right, especially in this kind of economy, to work as long as they can and make as much money as they can, and not have to worry about somebody over their shoulder, especially if they're still doing the job well. That's my 2 cents on it. Thank you, class. Until next time. Later.